Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a father of a grade 10 and a grade 8 daughter in Woodrose. There are actually three existing things that sustained my family very much during this COVID season. The first is Jesus in the Holy Rosary. How does it help sustain us? Well, the very fact that in all the mysteries, all the traits of Jesus that I believe we should really espouse and live by is being prayed in the Rosary. In Sorrowful Mysteries, Jesus shows us how to sacrifice, particularly when he was scourged at the pillar, when he was crowned with thorns, and he carried the cross. I mean, he could have not taken all these, but nonetheless, because of the love, that tremendous love that he has for all of us, he's willing to sacrifice. And of course, the ultimate sacrifice is really the crucifixion, dying for others. So in effect, how's the little inconvenience that we're experiencing? It's not at all even that in comparison to Jesus. So living like Jesus in the sorrowful mysteries really teaches us how to survive in this COVID. Another is the joyful mysteries. Of course, birth of our Lord. By praying that and knowing that Jesus agreed as the Son of God to be born in the manger, it teaches us how the virtue of humility should be practiced by us. So at these times when we have difficulty, we just have to accept it and just be humble that not all the time life would be at its best. So that helps sustain us. Another thing that sustains us in this COVID is Jesus in confession. Actually, the difficulty there is really going to confession. In this COVID, because of the difficulty of being physically present, of course, we have to follow all the protocol. And well, for us who are within a certain age range, it's easy. We just have to go to the parish and set an appointment, and if hopefully the priest will be available. But how of our older people and our younger people who have this ruling under IATF that they cannot go to confession? One thing the blessing that happened during COVID is because of the absence of being able to go to confession for a long period of time. My kids are now looking for it, and they want to go to confession. And if before it was like a routine for me, oh, I have to go to confession, now it's already an urge that they want to, and they miss it because they want to be in that state of grace with God. So that's a positive thing that happened during COVID. So that's Jesus in confession. And the last and most importantly, of course, Jesus in Mass. So the ultimate being in one with Jesus is in celebrating the Mass, where we partake of his body and blood. Of course, in a physical Mass, we could take the host, the Eucharist, physically. But because of COVID, there have been months that we've entirely gone to Mass only online. But you know what? Even if it is online, and we still do the spiritual communion. So if we cannot take the body and blood of Christ physically, spiritually in our hearts, we still partake of him. So Jesus in Mass is the one that really keeps us alive and grateful for living. Masses now are actually more intimate online because why? It's your family that's there, and you're so focused. The audio is good, so there's no there. You could really listen well as far as the readings, the gospel, the homily, because your audio is is good. So there's no reason for you not to listen and be focused. And another thing is, before we used to have our household help, they either attend a different schedule for Mass, but right now, online Mass, we all go to Mass together, even our household help. So I think that's another good, because it really extends the family, and our help really feels that we are part of one family, because we're all just in one room celebrating Mass together. And I think the fourth, Jesus being in the Eucharistic Procession. I look forward to attending the Eucharistic Procession with you, with my PAREF family, because when we pray the Rosary, there's such a thing as a family that prays together stays together. For me, I think if a PAREF family that celebrates the Eucharistic Procession together stays together too. So it's one thing I look forward to, and I encourage you all to be with all our other PAREF families in our Eucharistic Procession. Right now is a time to really have Jesus in everything, and we should have Him together with us in all these endeavors. So with that, thank you very much, and I look forward to see you.